Hello and welcome back to All About Gaming. This is episode 5 already. I cannot believe we're at episode 5 already. There we go. Okay, so today going to be talking about gaming news. We've got our poll of week as usual, and I'll also go over a little bit about what I've been playing, although it's possibly the same as last week. But hey, we'll get to that when we get to it, I guess. So let's get on to the gaming news, shall we? This week's gaming news is starting with Sony. And Sony's revealed that the PS5 pricing was actually decided before the reveal of the Xbox Series X. It was decided way back in early 2020. Jim Ryan, I think it was, he said, we launched PS5 with all the horsepower and feature set that the console has at the same price. Let's start again, shall we? We launched PS5 with all the horsepower and feature set the console has at the same launch price. We launched PS4 back in 2013, and that was very important to us. So there we go. They actually decided they were going to aim for the price of the PS4, the launch price of PS4 with the PS5, and there was no console price war at all. So it's already decided. Who knew? Okay, moving on. The Game Pass has been revealed for this month, and the Game Pass content is Rage 2, Control. I'm just going to pick out some things here. Doom Eternal, Starbound, good games. And there was also another one which I saw go live today. What was that called again? Call of the Sea. Now, I've saw a few reviews for this go live, excuse me, I just have a sip of my green tea. Yeah, I saw a few reviews for this go live, and it seems to be getting quite good reviews, quite high scores, 9 out of 10 IGN, I believe. So maybe it's one worth checking out. I did see it go live on my PC today, so it's something I might be checking out soon. Also revealed was the PlayStation Now games for December. This was Stranded Deep. I don't really know what that is, but it's obviously something to do with an island by the look of the thumbnail. Also Wreckfest, which is an absolutely brilliant game. Honestly, if you haven't played Wreckfest yet, you really need to try it because it's excellent. It's so good. It reminds me so much of Destruction Derby, and I love Destruction Derby. I think that's a fantastic game, and let's face it, we've not really had many games which have took that Destruction Derby mold and went with it, have we? So this is really like that, and I think if you like that game, if you just like racers where you get to trash things, you're going to love this because it's so much fun. It's highly underrated in my opinion, so I think you really need to check it out. Also added to PlayStation Now was Horizon Zero Dawn, which is obviously an excellent game, and a few others too. Darksiders 2, again, I love that game, excellent game, and The Surge 2 as well. So plenty quality been added to PlayStation Now, to be fair, as well as Game Pass. So whatever one you're on, you should be happy really. Okay, again, the UK gaming charts for November. The best-selling consoles in November were the PS5, unsurprisingly, the Nintendo Switch, and then the Xbox Series. So it's really odd that the Switch outsold the Xbox, but there we go. Maybe that's supply constraints, things like that, because I'm pretty sure both PS5 and Xbox would sell out any stock that they did have. But it did surprise me to see that the Switch was above the Xbox, but it just shows you how well Nintendo's doing, really, absolutely brilliantly. Uh, Also, the best-selling accessories for the month was the DualSense, the Pulse 3D headset, the DualShock, the Shock Blue Xbox controller, this one here, which is absolutely, yeah, I've got a sort of bloody background, but you can sort of see it. It's a really nice controller actually, and the black Xbox controller as well. So again, the DualSense being top's no surprise. The Pulse 3D headset, that seems to be, I've got that here as well. I'm just getting it. But that seems to be quite a popular thing that does. I don't know why, but everyone seems to be going, it must be this 3D audio thing that's going. Next up is the best-selling games of the month. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, number 1. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, number 2. FIFA 21, number 3. Miles Morales, number 4. Watch Dogs Legions, number 5. And then we've got we've got Nintendo games, which has got Mario Kart, Minecraft, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Fortnite, So that's the entire top 10. That's the games for the month. Uh, the sort of PS5 chart looks a lot different, but I think I mentioned that one last week, so we'll leave that one. Moving on, Cyberpunk has a photo mode apparently, as well as an update in PS4, which is 43.5 gigabytes. Now, the scores came out for Cyberpunk, so I did round them up as well, just out of interest. Uh, Video Games Chronicle gave it 10 out of 10, IGN 9 out of 10, uh, GOG, what's GOG? Something to do with geeks in it, God of Geeks or something. I can't remember the name of that website, but they give it 10 out of 10. Uh, GameSpot 7 out of 10, so they're sort of bucking the trend a bit. Games Radar 10 out of 10, Game Informer 9 out of 10. So far, in Metacritic checking this morning, it has an average rating of 91, and then Open Critic it also has an average rating of 91. So there we go. It's a hit. I've seen some people say it's the game of the generation. It's the best game in 10 years. It's the best game I've ever played. To be honest, I'm on the fence. I've got it in PC. I'll do it unboxing when I get it. I'll talk about it in another video when I get it. But I'm kind of got my hopes a bit lower. I'm not really thinking it's going to be the game to blow me away. It's going to be the best game ever. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not I'm not on that boat. I'm kind of waiting to see, I think, because I think it's probably one of these games which is highly, highly overrated. So if I keep my expectations low, then if it is one of the best games ever, then I'll be even more happy about it, won't I? So there we go. Uh, Dragon Age news at the Game Awards that just kind of broke recently. Uh, BioWare posted it on Twitter that there will be some Dragon Age news, which is absolutely excellent because I love games like Skyrim and anything fantasy RPG, Fable, whatever. Anything fantasy RPG single player, I'll absolutely adore. Love it. That's my favourite type of games. So I'm really looking forward to finding out what this news is. Hopefully it's some good gameplay footage, maybe even a release date. You never know you are. So that'll be exciting. I think the Game Awards is on Thursday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so not long to wait. Neil Druckmann has become the co-president of Naughty Dog. He was previously vice president. And also there's some more promotions. Alison Mori and Christian Gerling, hope I said that right, are to become vice presidents. So congratulations to them. FIFA 21 remains at number one in this week's gaming charts, followed by Call of Duty. FIFA 21 PS5 was the lowest selling version, but then that's probably because if you buy it in PS4, you get an upgraded version of anyway for free. So people probably never went out and bought the PS5 version specifically, and it's probably more expensive as well. So it's cheaper to buy a PS4 version, probably in all those Black Friday sales, and then get a free upgrade. Assassin's Creed was third in the charts. Uh, no, sorry, Animal Crossing was third in the charts. Assassin's Creed was fourth, and Mario Kart was fifth. Miles Morales jumped to sixth, but there was no new entries. So that's the gaming news. Not a lot this week, not tons and tons, but hey, it was enough, wasn't it? So we're happy with that. Right, now we're going to move on to the poll of the week. I just need to find it first because I don't know what I've done with it. Now, the poll of the week was just, well, it's Cyberpunk week, isn't it? It's coming out this week, so I thought, what better to talk about than Cyberpunk? What better to ask people? Are you buying Cyberpunk? What appeals to you about it? If you're not buying it, what's the reason? Now, we've got some nice answers to this, 164 votes, so thanks very much for that. So let's just read through some of the comments we've got here. Right, so Chris Bores, he said he's going to wait until the next generation version of Cyberpunk is out because he's too much to play at the moment anyway. I was kind of in that boat. Bandits Bionic Arm Fund said he's waiting till next gen. Adrian Mules, he said he'll wait for next gen as well, as it looks like the extra horsepower will help. Plus, it will give them time to sort out any bugs. And he's got enough of a backlog at the moment anyway. To be fair, it sounds like the game does have a lot of bugs, but then with this huge patch coming out on launch day, maybe a lot of them will disappear. Alex Cook has said he's not buying it yet either. He's probably buying a 4K OLED in the new year and would rather wait for that. And the same goes for the other titles like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so he's not bought that yet. Taos, he said he's waiting for next gen. Cooper said he's buying it, but not until next gen update drops, which is as yet unknown as to when it will be out. Noah says, what does Noah say? She's buying, she's waiting as well. Mitch, he says he'd rather waiting for the next gen, but doesn't trust himself or the internet in regard to spoilers. Fair enough. Jim Rowe says he'll buy it eventually, but not at once. For a few reasons, I want to wait for the next generation. I've got a load of board games to play at the minute and don't really see what others see in it, so no rush. John Pint said the subject matter interests him, but he can't wait to play, but he can't play first person perspective. See, that's another thing it puts me off as well. I like third person games, so the fact that it's only first person's a bit annoying, isn't it? Anyway, uh, and finally, BGM says the lack of third person content is first biggest turn off for him. It feels just like first person is too constricted to take in the whole world. Second turn off is the RPG spongy elements with numbers steal. I don't know. Spongy enemies with numbers steal. I don't know what that means. I know it comes with the genre, but I prefer a point and click style shooter. That's about it. So the votes, if I didn't mention them, because I don't think I did, was that 52% of people are interested in buying it, 21% not really interested, and 27% are undecided. So thanks for joining in that poll of the week, everyone. We'll do another one next week. But for now, it's time to move on to the final part of my little show, which is talking about what I've been playing. Now, what have I been playing? Right, quite a few things. Now, I know I don't know if I've mentioned it in the podcast or not, but I said I'd try bug snacks on my Twitter, and then after about an hour, I said, nah, I'm deleting this rubbish because I thought to myself, it's terrible. But for some reason, I don't really know why, I decided to download it again at the weekend, and I've been playing it quite a bit. So that's what I've been playing, one of the things I've been playing. And it's just such a strange, odd game, isn't it? It's just odd. The story's odd, the characters are odd, the whole concept's odd, really. It's like you're feeding these like fruity bugs to the members of the island to try and try and get them to go to the town. It's just weird. It's a really strange game. The mechanics of it are strange. It's strange that it's a bit like Pokemon in that you take pictures to identify them. You can catch them with traps and stuff like that. It's what Pokemon? I guess Pokemon's the closest game I can think to it is what it's like. I can't really think any other games that are like it apart from Pokemon. So it's a bit like a weird version of Pokemon. So yeah, it's strange. It's very strange. I'll probably play it a bit more to be honest, because it's one of the games that just sort of gets its hooks in you a little bit, even though it's really odd. So yeah, I'll play a bit more of that. I've also been playing more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've mainly been doing raids in order to sort of build up my village and try and get the village better. But I've also been sort of doing some of the missions as well. I think I've completed the Leicestershire, I think it was I've completed quite a few areas, but there's so much more to play. Hours upon it, tens of hours probably, loads and loads. And finally, I've been playing FIFA 21 as well. Now, I don't know if did I talk about this? I probably never talked about this last week because I did do a video, but I don't think it was out this time last week, so I probably never mentioned I was playing this. So FIFA 21, yeah, it's great. I really like it. It's not really changed from FIFA 20 or 19 or 18 or any of them gameplay wise, but it does look good. And I think it's kind of feeling new to me because normally I've got hooked to Ultimate Team and I'm getting really fed up with Ultimate Team. So this time around, I decided, nah, I'm just not going to play Ultimate Team at all. So I've decided to play Career Mode, and it's so it kind of all feels new because although I used to play Career Mode all the time, that's all I used to ever play in the past. I've not played it for a long time because Ultimate Team. So now that I've decided to just ignore Ultimate Team and go back to Career Mode, I'm actually enjoying it a lot more. I think it's the fact that you can play as your own team. You can either manage or be a player in your team, which is really cool. So when you're sort of scoring goals and getting top of the league, it's a sort of football fans will know if you're playing as your own team, there's a sort of passion about it when you score a goal, even though it's all a computer game. You still get that yes. So when you see yourself top of the league above your rivals, it's still quite nice actually. So yeah, career mode's definitely the way to go. And I think the graphics is nice. I mean, the player likeness is quite good. The sort of physics of the players on the field seems to be quite good as well. I like also like the sort of gameplay, the control. It just feels slower, more controlled, really enjoyable. So yeah, FIFA's something that I'm actually enjoying. Nah, never thought I was going to get it, to be honest. I kind of only got it because I wanted a football game in PS5. So I thought, ah well, and it was on Black Friday sale, so I thought, oh, I may as well buy it then. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing. So yeah, that's it. What am I going to be playing? Cyberpunk. I think I've got it on order from Shop 2. I decided to get a physical version this time because you actually get the code in the box, plus you get all these extras. So that I think that's pretty good actually. That's what I've been saying they should do for a while. So put a code in the box. uh, Still give the disc to the people who want the disc, but they should also have another version in the shops with a code in the box. So if you want the extras like stickers or whatever you get with special editions, steel books, things like that, then you can actually get them, but you still get a digital code to play the way you want to play. I mean, why don't they do that? They do it with PC. It's brilliant. I'll unbox it when I get it to show you. And so why can't they just do it with things like PlayStation, Xbox as well? I mean, because it's a great idea. Something I've been wanting them to do for a long time. It would help the retailers because they still have a physical product to sell, even though there's no disc in it and it's just a code. So I mean, it's win-win for everybody, I think. So hopefully we'll see a lot more of that. But sadly, it's only the PC version that does that. They don't seem to have a PlayStation or Xbox version which has a code in the box. They've all got this, and I don't understand it. So still, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's going to be, it's going to take up more time, but then you get to the point, don't you, where you've got so many games to play, and you're thinking to yourself, well, when I'm actually going to get time to play all these games. I mean, Assassin's Creed I'm playing now and again, and then obviously FIFA is just one of these games you can play whenever you want. So then there's Cyberpunk thrown into the mix, and all of a sudden there's not enough time to play them all, is there? I mean, Watch Dogs is basically on the sort of back burner now. Will I ever play Watch Dogs again? I don't know because I've got Assassin's Creed and uh, Cyberpunk to play, which to me are a lot more appealing. So this is the problem, isn't it? I don't. This is the problem with being like it's got the age-old problem in it. I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because if you're like me, right, and you buy quite a lot of games because you just think, oh, I've got to play that one. How many years out there don't ever finish some of them? Watch Dogs being a perfect example. I mean, it's like big sort of story player games like Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Uncharted, Last of Us, things like that. I always play and complete. But things that are more open world and take up a lot more of your time, I don't tend to complete the story unless it's something I really like, say Darksiders, which isn't really open world, but a bad example. Maybe you've got Skyrim, for instance. Skyrim, I completed the story and then I still kept playing it after that. Fable, another one. Those sort of games, Dragon Age, those sort of games I would complete the story. Things like Watch Dogs, I'll play for maybe 2 or 3 weeks and then go, meh, don't know about this anymore. Things like Assassin's Creed, which is more my sort of style game just because it's more RPG-ish sort of fantasy. I think I'll probably complete that. Cyberpunk, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure how many hours I'll put in. Apparently the story's quite short, which is a bonus. So I'll try and get the story done if I can. I think I saw some say it can be completed in 20 hours. Some have said 37 hours, but I mean, that's reasonable. As long as it doesn't take 100 hours to complete. Oh, I've just an idea for next week's poll of the week, but I'll put that up on Twitter and we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got to say, I think. Thanks for joining me for All About Gaming. Remember, you can listen on iTunes, Podbean, Google Podcasts, uh, Amazon Music, anywhere really. I think you can listen everywhere apart from Spotify, but hopefully that'll be rectified soon. And we can also ask Alexa to play the latest episodes as well, which is pretty cool. So thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.